is HACCP? HACCP stands for Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point. It is a systematic approach to the identification, evaluation, and control of food safety hazards to ensure and make food safe. It is science-based, where the stepwise process consists of identifying hazards and installing preventive measures to eliminate or reduce hazards in food. It is proactive rather than reactive. HACCP in Malaysia. In recognition of the importance of the HACCP system as a means of identifying and controlling hazards in food, the government, through a community formed under the Ministry of Health, MURSYIDAH, developed the Hazard Compliance Audit Guideline. The guideline for the Hazard Compliance Audit is one of the Malaysian certification scheme for the hazard system, MCS HACCP, administered by MURSYIDAH. This guideline is intended to provide transparency to the industry on the hazard compliance system implemented by MURSYIDAH. The purpose of the hazard compliance audit is to provide third-party verification that the elements of hazard and prerequisite programs (PRP) have been implemented for the purpose of certification under the MCS. Objectives of HACCP are to eliminate or significantly reduce hazards, to prevent or minimize microbial growth and toxic production, and lastly, to control contamination. Scope of HACCP. The scope of this guideline encompasses the procedures for compliance audit and the criteria for selection of compliance auditor.
Shida Materials 1 with metric number 1150742. We will go through on several topics. Audit in HACCP can be defined as an independent, systematic examination of objective evidence performed by trained personnel to determine whether the activities of HACCP systems and the related results comply with the plan, arrangements, and whether these arrangements are implemented effectively and are suitable to achieve food safety objectives. Several types of audits. Firstly, the first party, which is the internal audit. Next one is the second party, which is the customer or the supplier audits. And the third one will be the third party, which is the external audit, where auditor is unrelated to business. The internal audit is to evaluate the organization's own process, procedures, and products. It is undertaken by the organization on its own quality management system and food safety management system. Only one party will be involved, which is the organization on second party audit, which is also known as the external audits, customer audits, or the supplier audits. There will be two parties involved, which are the organization and its customer or the supplier. Next will be the third party audits, also known as registration audit, and it will have three parties involved, which are the organization, customer, and the certification body. Party audit will be carried out by an independent organization. For the company that comply with HACCP will gain some advantage. It will save business money in the long run. There will be less risk for cases on food poisoning. The standards will also increase as the company organizes the process to produce safe food. Last but not least, the company will be able to promote teamwork and efficiency, as well able to compete with large brand due to customers' confidence in their product.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NORATIKAH binti JAMALUDIN. So in this video, I will talk about the introduction of MeSTI, the objective of the MeSTI, and also the scope of the MeSTI. makanan selamat tanggungjawab industri, that is MURSYIDAH, or a food safety is the responsibility of the industry, is a food safety program undertaken by the Ministry of Health. So before of the name of the MURSYIDAH, it is known as the Scheme Selamatan Makanan Satu Malaysia, that is SK1M, officially launched by the YB Minister of Health on 8 November 2010. So it was part of the transformation program for the food industry, specifically for the SME to upgrade and strengthen their food safety assurance system. But however, beginning on 1 June 2010, the Scheme Persediaan Makanan Selamat Tanggungjawab Industri, that is a MURSYIDAH, was introduced to replace the SK1M. So it is an improvement of the SK1M to facilitate the food enterprise, particularly the SMEs, in meeting the requirements under the Food Hygiene Regulation of 2009. So what is the objective of the MURSYIDAH? So the objective of the MURSYIDAH is to put in place a system for the maintenance of the food hygiene and the process control, which includes the food safety assurance and food traceability. So thus, this MURSYIDAH compliance will serve as a building block for the micro and small and medium enterprise, that is SMEs, in the Malaysia to be a major producer and exporter of the food products by facilitating food safety and the quality compliance. MURSYIDAH consisted of 3 levels of certification based on the basic requirements of food safety assurance and the hygiene aspect, namely, first of all, food safety inspection, that is PKM, secondly, TMP1 Malaysia, or known as TMP1M, and thirdly is HACCP1 Malaysia, or known as HACCP1M. So the guideline may be used by the manufacturing premises in the Malaysia, hosting officers from the government agency and the officers of the Food Safety and the Quality Division, Headquarters, Ministry of Health, State Health Department and District Health Office as a guide and reference to the procedure of MURSYIDAH certification.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is FARAH NAJIHA binti FAUZI. My matric number is 1150755. What is audit in MURSYIDAH? Audit was defined as assessment based on evidence that is conducted independently and systematically by the trained auditors to identify whether the MURSYIDAH elements and the relevant results obtained meet the planning and whether these are implemented effectively and appropriately in order to achieve the objectives of food safety. Now, I'm going to talk about the types of audit in MURSYIDAH. First, field audit. Second, follow-up audit. And the third one is the monitoring audit. What is the meaning of field audit? Field audit is the inspection carried out to assess the applicant's level of preparedness to comply with MURSYIDAH elements on the applicant's premises. The field audit that is conducted will be based on conformance to the elements set out in the element checklist here. Next is follow-up audit. Follow-up audit is inspection carried out within 3 months of assessment audit. For certification purposes, all non-conformance must be closed out within the period stipulated before approval for MURSYIDAH certification is granted. A follow-up audit is required if the corrective action feedback received from the applicant requires verification by the auditor, and corrective action feedback received through email or written evidence is accepted if the auditor is satisfied and a follow-up is not required. However, for monitoring audit, the inspection was carried out to the premises that have already obtained the MURSYIDAH certification. It was to verify the elements of MURSYIDAH are effectively and continuously implemented on the said premises, and scheduled monitoring will be carried out at least once a year by the State Health Department and also by the District Health Office. Now, I'm going to talk about benefits of MURSYIDAH. The implementation of MURSYIDAH will facilitate the product marketability at Kedai Rakyat Wang Malaysia, Koperasi Wang Malaysia, as well as opens up as well as opens up marketing opportunities at hypermarket and other like establishment. Second, it will facilitate the issuance of free sales certificate. And third, it will fulfill the legal requirements under the Food Hygiene Regulations 2009 by establishing a food safety assurance program. Besides, the premises that implement MeSTI will get free technical coaching by the Ministry of Health and benefits from promotional activities. Lastly, MeSTI logo on food product label assures consumer of food safety.